What if one of the most hyped APS-C cameras that photographers had been waiting for throughout 2024 and 2025 suddenly disappeared from every official roadmap and rumor cycle, leaving creators confused and industry analysts scrambling to understand what went wrong? That appears to be exactly what's happening with the highly anticipated Canon R7 Mark II, a camera that was expected to bring a massive leap forward for hybrid shooters, wildlife photographers, sports enthusiasts, travel vloggers, and anyone who relies on the reach and performance advantages of crop sensor mirrorless bodies. Instead of gearing up for an exciting teaser campaign, pre-launch leaks, or hands-on previews, the community is now facing a wave of silence. An unusually quiet pause that multiple insiders claim is the result of Canon deliberately pushing the R7 Mark II back, possibly all the way into late 2026. And while that initially sounds like nothing more than disappointing tech news, the deeper truth behind this delay shines a bright light on Canon's long-term strategy, its shifting priorities, and its evolving interpretation of what modern camera buyers truly want. To understand the logic behind this move, we need to revisit why the first-generation Canon EOS R7 became such a smash hit in the first place. When Canon launched the R7, it instantly earned a reputation as one of the strongest APS-C cameras ever created, bringing a 32.5 MP sensor, advanced dual-pixel AF2 with subject detection, blistering burst speeds hitting 30 frames per second electronic or 15 frames per second mechanical, oversampled 4K 60, full HD 120 slow motion, impressive dynamic range, and highly effective in-body image stabilization rated up to 7 stops, all in a lightweight, weather-sealed magnesium body. For many shooters, it represented the perfect do-everything hybrid tool. It was ideal for wildlife photography because of the 1.6x crop, excellent for sports action due to its speed, beloved by YouTube creators for its 4K sharpness, and still portable enough for everyday carry. So with all that success, why would Canon delay its successor? Many users first assumed the holdup stemmed from global manufacturing issues or semiconductor shortages, which had affected nearly every major tech company between 2020 and 2023. But in this case, the theory doesn't hold up. Canon recently launched several flagship bodies, including the R5 Mark II and the long-awaited R1, without supply problems. That suggests Canon's production and supply chain are stable. Therefore, the R7 Mark II delay is almost certainly intentional and strategic. Canon, like Sony, Nikon, Fujifilm, and Panasonic, has watched the camera industry shrink as smartphones continue dominating casual photography. Less volume means companies must prioritize products with the highest profit margins. APS-C cameras traditionally cater to budget-minded shooters who often use kit lenses or third-party affordable glass, which generates minimal revenue compared to high-end RF lenses. On the other hand, full-frame users typically purchase expensive professional lenses, premium accessories, and long-term upgrades, making them far more profitable. With full-frame prices dropping, models like the EOS R8, R6 Mark II, and even discounted previous generation bodies entering sub-$2000 territory, Canon has a clear incentive to push consumers into the full-frame ecosystem. Releasing the R7 Mark II too soon would risk cannibalizing Canon's own lineup. Imagine an R7 successor with improved autofocus, a brand new stacked APS-C sensor, faster readout speeds, enhanced dynamic range, 4K 120, 6K oversampling, better rolling shutter control, and upgraded ergonomics. Such a camera priced around $1,500 to $1,700 would directly compete with the R6 Mark II and R8, two cameras Canon desperately needs to continue selling. And this is where Canon's calculated timing becomes obvious. A powerful APS-C hybrid could easily undercut a full-frame model that costs twice as much, especially for creators who prioritize frame rate, detail, and reach over sensor size. By delaying the R7 Mark II, Canon avoids that internal competition and gently nudges buyers toward full-frame options, maximizing long-term ecosystem profit. This kind of strategic absence isn't unique to Canon. Nikon hasn't refreshed its Z50 or ZF-C with a Mark II update, and Sony's APS-C segment hasn't seen a groundbreaking successor to compete with the R7 in years. Across the industry, APS-C innovation appears intentionally slowed, indicating a unified shift in market priorities. But there's another layer: marketing psychology. Canon understands how to manufacture hype through silence. Delaying the R7 Mark II creates anticipation. Anticipation sparks ongoing social media discussions, rumor cycles, comparison videos, and speculative breakdowns. Every conversation keeps Canon relevant without Canon having to say anything. When the R7 Mark II finally launches, the pent-up excitement will create an explosive demand, reinforcing the camera's prestige before anyone even touches it. Timing also plays a vital role. Throughout late 2024 and 2025, Canon's focus remains on premium full-frame flagships because these models define the brand identity and establish Canon as a leader in imaging technology. If Canon drops the R7 Mark II during the R5 Mark II or R1's marketing window, it would compete for the same online attention. Canon doesn't want comparisons, distractions, or overshadowing. It wants every major release to dominate the spotlight individually. Technologically, waiting also makes sense. The current 32.5 MP APS-C sensor, while solid, is reaching its limits. By 2026, next-gen APS-C sensors with stacked designs, backside illumination, higher readout speeds, better low-light performance, cleaner dynamic range, and improved heat management will be available. Canon likely wants the R7 Mark II to debut with a significant leap, not a mild refresh. Launching it too early risks making it outdated within a year, which would damage Canon's reputation in the competitive mid-range market, especially when brands like Fujifilm are aggressively improving their APS-C technology. So the delay isn't a sign of trouble at all. It's a calculated move to ensure that when the Canon R7 Mark II finally arrives, it will redefine what an APS-C mirrorless camera can achieve. It could bring breakthrough autofocus powered by AI, faster processing through a Digic X2 chipset, advanced 4K 120 or 6K recording modes for creators, stronger in-body stabilization, enhanced heat control for long recording sessions, and possibly even pre-burst capture or global shutter-style readout improvements that push APS-C into new territory. Ultimately, the story isn't about disappointment, it's about strategic evolution. Canon is carefully shaping its lineup, guiding consumers into profitable segments, protecting its flagship models, and waiting for next-generation sensor tech to reach maturity before making its next bold move. The Canon R7 Mark II hasn't been cancelled or forgotten, it's simply being positioned for maximum impact. And when it finally arrives, it may become the APS-C camera that blurs the boundary between crop sensors and full-frame performance, proving that the wait was not just necessary, but absolutely worth it.